Today I'm going to start working on one of the doors. The passenger door here, I put some tape on here just to get reference of what I'm doing. It looks like there's been some repair on this area already. There's like a rust hole here, plus there's an indent here. When I take this tape off, I'll show you, but there's like, it's smooth here and then it gets like a bump here compared to this. And then there's like an indent here, but there's like a bump here. And then I need to fix this rust here. I bought a couple of these panels, which are the bottom of the door repair panels. They're not really the same size. As you can see, the shape isn't the same. I think the front half is the same, but the back half isn't. Plus these are way longer than the doors I have. So I'm just going to cut and make do, but I'm more than likely gonna patch a piece out of this for the truck, but this is what I'm gonna use to do it, this patch panel. I'm gonna get to taking the door off and then get to working on that. Alright, so I got the door off. The bottom edge looks really good. You can see the flange. But this edge is what I'm worried about. Here is the inside of that area. You can see it's kind of corroded on the inside here. Once I get cutting that off, then I'll figure out what I'm going to do here. I ended up taking the glass and the vent windows out on both the doors just to get them out of the way for when I do clean up on this. Alright, so taking this piece and putting it on. You can see how much longer it is. I think this is for like a normal sized door, I think. I don't know. I'd have to compare it to my Rabbit, but I think it's actually long. The front half fits good, but I'm not really concerned about replacing the whole thing. I just want to replace like the back portion of it. And you can see with this fit up tight, the angle isn't the same. There's like a gap here. So I'm probably gonna have to cut this and massage this over so it lines up good, which is no big deal. And then I'll have to do something up here because this is longer than the patch that I'll need. You can see it's rusted pretty good here. And then there's, I don't know what this is, if that's just filler or if, I don't know, I'm gonna have to clean that out. Here it is without any tape on it. You can see there's like a dip bulge going on. This is all straight, and then once it hits this, there's like a bulge. This is straight. Once it hits this, there's a bulge, and then it dives way off. Like, it's hard to tell, but this dives way off. So my plan is to cut it back some here. Plan is to cut it back some here, and then I'm gonna go over. I'm probably gonna cut it small, put my piece on there, and then trim my piece to what it needs to be, and then tack it as I go, and then just pull the scrap piece out. So I'm gonna start cutting this out and then go from there. Alright, so last night I finished up working on this patch on the door. Here it is. It's pretty decent. It's done for the most part. It's a little low, like here, but I'll have to fill that. I couldn't quite bang it out from the backside the best, but this is all good. Probably because it's so close to this this body line. This is good. All this lines up good. There's an even gap all the way up. I still have to do some finish up work on the backside here, just to make it look somewhat similar to what was on there, where the flange was. But all in all, I'm happy with how it came out. I still have to do the other side, but I'm supposed to pick up a fender from a friend today, so I may put that on the other side, see how it looks before I pull the door off. But I plan on doing the other door next, and then I can strip them down, get them ready for primer as well. And those are the kind of the last few pieces I need to finish before I can actually put this thing in primer, other than ordering it. But yeah, let's get to that. All right, so like I said, I got this door ready to go. The fenders, I have both fenders on, and I put the hood on. I ended up getting the other fender from a friend. It actually doesn't fit that bad. It fits better than the other one I had. I had some pretty big gaps up in here. Gaps there. The door is okay. Door opens good. I still need to finesse the gap here for the most part, and then finesse where the hood sits and stuff. But right now it's at where it's gonna be. I'm sure it could fit better, but this all fits really good. Fits a lot better than my other fender that I had, because the other fender was hit here by a tree and it was all mucked up, and then down here was all rusted out. Alright, so now this door, I have to kind of do the same thing. I gotta fix this rusted area. It's good up in here, so I don't know if I'm gonna get much into this, but along the bottom here I gotta look to see how bad it is, because if it's real pitted, I'm gonna try to replace some of it. But this is the main area, just this little bit right here, and then I have some areas here that are like barely rusting through. So I don't know what I'm gonna do there, whether I cut this out and try to patch it. But that's the only area there, and then this. So I'm gonna take this door off and mess with that. Alright, so it's a new day. The day after I fixed this area, I went to do the other side of the truck. I pulled the door off, started working on it, and I cut the piece out for the bottom section. I ended up catching my sweatshirt on fire. And then after that, I started to tack in the piece, and I was looking at it and I noticed it had a huge dip bow in the door. So I ended up cutting it out, basically scrapped my piece that I had for that panel, and ended up cutting it out. And luckily I had that spare piece from the passenger door to do the driver's door. So I ended up filming some of that, but then I kind of scrapped it because I was in a bad mood, and I ended up not working on it for the rest of that day, and then the next day I started fresh and I ended up knocking it out. It's not perfect, but it'll work. I'm gonna have to fill some of it, I'm sure, just to make it smooth. I cut out that rusty area here, so I'm gonna have to smooth that out, but I got it as best I could, and then that's where I ended up. So I'm gonna end this video there. I'm gonna make another video as far as what I'm gonna work on next, but I needed an outro for this video, so I wanted to share with you where I was, the issues I had, and oh, that was a headache. It beat me up that day. So anywho, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another one.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need,